Hi everyone, it's Miss Akvari in the library. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the book Burn by Patrick Ness. This book is in our fantasy section, and you might understood that by seeing this sort of weird looking tail on the cover. That's a dragon tail, and dragons feature heavily in this story. So that's how you know you're in a fantasy book, when magical things, magical creatures are involved. In this book, and the book is set in the late 1950s. And so in the late 1950s, the Cold War is in full effect. The United States and the USSR both have nuclear weapons available. They are two sides of this Cold War, and both sides know that a nuclear strike is possible, and they're trying to kind of make sure that doesn't happen. And within that, we see Sarah, the main character, and her dad. They live on a farm in small town Washington state, and they're on their way to find a dragon to help them farm their land. So that's the first clue that something's a little different in this book, because we don't have dragons to help us with farming, but in this world, they do. And so Sarah and her father don't have a lot of money. Things have been rough on the farm. Sarah's mom is no longer with them, and they are lucky enough to find this dragon. He's kind of spindly, he's kind of small, he's blue, which is weird, but they're able to afford to bring him back to their farm. What they don't know is there's more to this dragon than what they expect. So he's not a typical worker type dragon, he's different. And he has some Russian ties or some Soviet Union ties, and it's very interesting. The other thing is the dragon is a lot smarter than what they thought. So he's a little bit sneaky here and there. He seems to know a lot about them as a family, which is not typical. And it makes them kind of uncomfortable. Also involved in this story that makes it really interesting is there's a team of FBI agents who are going around the country and kind of investigating issues with dragons. So there's a cult that they're investigating, people who worship these dragons, and a lot of violence is happening in that cult. And so these FBI agents are trying to get to the bottom of it. And the more we start to learn, the more we learn Sarah is kind of at the middle of everything. So if you like fast-paced adventure stories, this would be a good fit for you. If you are interested in fantasy and dragons and any shows or movies that have to do with that, you'll definitely enjoy this book. And even if you like a good mystery, because there's a lot of mysterious things, hard to figure out things going on in this book, Burn by Patrick Ness.